This is Soul Canopy's tiny house recording studio. And this is Soul Canopy's other not so tiny recording studio. I started building the tiny house in 2020 and I started building the new studio 2 weeks ago. But before I built the tiny house, I had a bedroom recording studio, which I made out of my IKEA bed. I went to Bunnings, I grabbed myself 4 sticks of timber and I turned the bed into a loft bed and I put a vocal booth underneath it. It was awesome, but it was just a vocal booth and I wanted a little bit more. So logically, the next step was to build a tiny house and turn it into a recording studio. This new space feels like the next step in the evolution of Steve recording studio building projects. Don't get me wrong, I love recording in the tiny house. The vibe of it, the sound of it is everything I hoped that it would be. But it's also a 1.5 hour drive from my house. In the early days, I would just crash here overnight, which was pretty fun at first, but by the end of 2024, I was pretty cooked from the commuting and the studio sleepovers. So my fiance, Ali, and I decided to turn the old garage into a new recording studio as part of some wider renovation plans we have for the house. I've taken everything I've learned from my first 2 builds and a whole lot more and put it into this space. But that does beg the question, what becomes of the tiny house?